This is not a fun video to record. A lot of people might be booing me and hating on me, but guess what? There are some things that you need to know, especially in North Carolina, buyer be aware state. So let me go into the top 5 reasons why you as a home buyer need to hire a real estate agent when buying new construction. It doesn't matter if you're going on a site with 20 homes or with 40 homes, or if you are building a home from scratch, which we do so many times and we've sold hundreds of homes. It doesn't matter. The point is this: you need to be represented by your own real estate agent. And I am here with this video to tell you some of the horror stories that we've experienced throughout these last 12 years and some of the things that you definitely need to pay attention to when you're building. Let's talk some serious business. These are some of the most important reasons why you as a home buyer here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area need to hire your own real estate agent. You need to. Please do that. It is very important. In my 12 years of career, I've sold hundreds of homes, and I have heard so many people complain about their new construction, their structural issues, roofing issues, trusses, bathrooms, things that subflooring. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, and I will definitely be covering that in this video. So before I will be going into the top 5 reasons why you should hire a real estate agent, let me just tell you that there's a lot of, or I guess one big misconception that a lot of home buyers have. They think that just by going straight to the real estate agent there on site, they will be saving some money. This is really not the case, you guys. The real estate agent that's there on the site is representing the builder. That agent will be paid. So if I am not paid representing you, that agent will be paid. And in case there's a problem, and a lot of the times there are problems with many new construction homes, that agent will still be paid and you do not have anyone representing you directly. Okay, so let me make it very clear. You're not saving. There's not going to be any cut. There's not going to be any incentives just because you don't have an agent. They're going to keep the price. They want to maintain that price in that community because that's how they sell more homes and that's how they can increase the pricing, and they're going to make a profit anyway, right? The money that I would be paid representing you is going to be a profit for the builder, or the agent on the site will be getting that commission. So I just wanted to get that out of the way so you understand that while you think you will be saving and you think you don't need help, you are in for a big surprise when things start going south. Okay, so number 1 would be representing your best interest, not the builder's best interest, right? Because the agent that is there on the site has a fiduciary duty to negotiate for the builder, while we as your agent will negotiate for you. We have had several cases where we negotiated not only the price, washer, dryer, refrigerator, but we negotiated way on top of what the builder was offering, especially now with the higher rates. I mean, I've negotiated $40,000 off for my client just now, a week ago. That's a lot. A client that would not be represented by an agent doesn't even know what to ask and how much money to ask for, because they're not really aware of, what is it that the builder sold. They're not looking at the comparables effectively. So believe me, representing you and not the builder is huge, and it is well worth the commission that you're not even paying us. Because remember, the builder is paying your buyer's agent. Number 2, negotiation skills, right? I've talked about how we're helping people save money or negotiate washer, dryer, refrigerator, but I'm not just talking about negotiating upfront. We're talking about negotiating once we're under contract as well, right? Because if issues come up, such as that driveway is very steep, we need to negotiate with the builder to make sure they're redoing it. We need to renegotiate with the builder, making sure that they're adding something that you thought was in the contract, but it's not even there. Let's just say a screen-in porch, or maybe adding a fence after, or whatever the issue is, you can negotiate with the builder through your agent in a much more professional way, right? So just recently, actually, we negotiated, like I said, $40,000 and then another $30,000 or so towards more upgrades. Although what was presented online was very clear. We negotiated on top of that, which is very important because when there's a multiple offer situation, when the house is in a great location, they're not going to negotiate. We still have builders that are offering $1,000,000 homes and people that are bidding on lots. Lot premium is 100K. People are bidding on top of that. And so when you're so stressed, you don't even know what to negotiate for, right? So that's why that negotiation, that skill itself is extremely important when hiring your own real estate agent. Number 3 would be guidance through complex contracts. This is not your 5-page contract. Most builders are going to use their own contracts and they are huge. So when you hire an attorney, right, to represent you in case of a divorce, or you hire a doctor, you hire them for their knowledge. Same in this case. We want to make sure that we're walking you through the contract, that you understand exactly what that means. You're not just signing, even though the agent on site might explain some things here and there, because again, you don't remember these things. It is overwhelming. So you have an agent on your side to say, okay, you signed that. You need to give the money at this point. This is what happens if they don't do something right. This is what happens if you want to walk away from this deal. I mean, again, we've negotiated so many deals and we've had so many cases where things happen and we were there with our clients. And because we were there, I think the highest amount of money that we've ever negotiated, because we understood the contract, was about $160,000. $160K worth of $2 million house, things that didn't go right. And then we went back to the builder and said, this is what your contract states. This is exactly what happened here. And based on this, if my clients walk away, these are the repercussions. And we might go to a real estate commission. We're going to definitely know what to do in order to make sure that you are following what you promised to this buyer. So make sure that you hire an agent that is knowledgeable when it comes to contracts and that understands how to guide you through tons of paperwork and documentation. So number 4 would be identifying potential builder issues. If a builder is having financial problems, let's just say a broker is far more likely to recognize the telltale signs or to have heard from suppliers that the builder, for example, isn't paying the bills, right? And if you don't know these things and you already made an initial deposit, which could be, I don't know, 10%, 5% of the purchase price, there's a lot of money. So you need to know exactly what potential builder issues could be. And I'm talking more when it comes to these custom design homes. You never know, right? The builder might look on the outside that this is very successful and there's nothing wrong, but that might not be the case. So we've had, especially in the last years, a couple of homes that were delayed. And was it not for us protecting our clients and making sure we know what questions to ask and what is it exactly that the builder was doing? Our clients would have been in the darkness, not understanding, are we going to close in a year? Are we going to close in 2 years? What's happening? We're going to the design center and they're telling us one thing. They're telling us that they're going to send, I don't know what documents. Nobody's sending anything. So, I mean, it could be a full-time job. So if you have children, if you have job on top of that, dealing with all this stress and with all these emails and not understanding why things are happening in a certain way is very, very stressful. So make sure that, again, you hire an agent that knows and understands, this builder is having some issues. So let me address this and understand how can I help my client and what can happen in case the builder doesn't respect the contract. And the 5th reason would be assistance with inspections and walkthroughs. Now, I cannot emphasize enough even the difference between a good agent and a great agent that would be on your side. Some good agents are, they're good, but they don't have experience. So they don't really know what to look for. So here I am telling you some of the things that we have noticed, okay? So just new construction inspection items, okay? Before I start, I want to say that yes, they do have to pass some inspections and they do normally have to have a certificate of occupancy before handing you the home. But just because the home has a certificate of occupancy doesn't necessarily mean that the home doesn't come with any issues, right? As a matter of fact, not too long ago, we discovered that a home was listed for sale by a builder without having the certificate of occupancy. They passed inspections, but the builder actually didn't pay a fee. So legally, she couldn't even have a home on the market. The home had a lot of issues. And after going back and forth, my clients really wanted it. My clients were like, nope, no, we're not going to take the house. It had so many issues. And we were there and we wanted to make it work. And the builder was just really like not professional and giving us a lot of headaches. So let me tell you some of the items that I think are very, very important, right? So one could be, for example, some pre-drywall issues, right? Framing elements, okay? Framing elements can have mold growth due to the humid weather conditions here. So once drywall is actually installed, you cannot see it anymore. So those existing mold spores might get into the ventilation system. Another thing, due to poor caulking and sealing, water can actually get on the framing. That can cause organic fungus growth or damage the subfloor, right? We've seen that. Then receptacles can be installed incorrectly or without support. Another thing, broken or damaged trusses, gussets, or framing elements that can compromise the structural integrity. Another thing, roof truss might not have full bearing to actually prevent damage to wood members that can cause structural support. So this can actually lead to major cracks that would show up later during homeownership, okay? Yes, you're going to have a home warranty. It depends on the builder. How many years will they give you? Maybe there's going to be a 1 year of home warranty, and after that, what's going to happen? So roof is definitely an issue. We've seen a lot of issues with roofs. Also doors, door frames, damaged doors, or just improper door installation. We've seen that as well. Maybe a non-fire rated door is installed, or I've seen it all. I don't even know. I'm just thinking about all these things. The floors, don't even get me started on this. The issue that I'm telling you about, they had issues with the flooring. All of them were uneven, and we kept on telling them something's wrong here. It was $60,000 to address all of them. And we had cases where after our general inspection, the builder had to remove a significant part of the ceiling, right, in order to get to the second floor subfloor and address the issue. So it is definitely a roller coaster, and if you want to go on a roller coaster, I would suggest you go to Disney World and not have that roller coaster of emotions and issues and financials in your home. And just to top it, structural components, there's a saying, an inspector said there are only two types of concrete: the one that is cracked and the one that hasn't cracked yet. Okay, so garage floors, driveways, slab foundation homes that might have cracks in their concrete. There's just a lot. Grading, another thing. You will have pretty much three types of foundations, okay? You have slab, you will have basement, you will have crawl spaces. And this is a big one. In the Raleigh, North Carolina area, there is a significant rainfall throughout the year, and it is crucial to ensure that the home has proper grading and water is being redirected away from the home's foundation. And a lot of homes have just water is just staying there. So I knew that this was gonna be long, and I just barely scratched the surface. So you guys, with any information, definitely let me know. I'm here to help you. I'm here to not chase you around, but rather let you know what the reality of new construction is or can be. Again, regardless if it's a $500,000 home or a $3 million home, we have seen it all, and we have helped a lot of families with their new construction needs. Thank you for being here. Thank you for following our channel. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with. By now it's dark outside and I'm recording here in the dark, but I just really wanted to get this out there for all of you. Thanks again for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Subscribe, comment, and let us know if you have any questions regarding new construction. Take care.